Greetings gastronauts, this is KeefCooks, I'm Keef, and today we're going to do a Christmas leftovers recipe. I'm going to make a Christmas dinner pizza. Ooh yeah. And this was requested by Good Cat and also by Simon Templar. Not actually Christmas leftover pizza, but you know, any kind of pizza based recipe. I actually haven't got any official Christmas leftovers to use for my pizza, but we did have a trial run Christmas dinner last weekend with my sister who was staying, and it was fabulous, and I made sure I had some leftovers to use. So if you enjoy this video, give it a like, share it, subscribe, the usual malarkey, and without further ado, let's do it. So as always, making life hard for myself, I'm going to make my own pizza dough. You can of course buy ready-made pizza bases if you're a complete lazy only kidding. So you want 250 grams of strong white bread flour. This will actually make enough for 2 pizzas, and if you don't want 2 pizzas at the same time, you can freeze it. Teaspoon of active dried yeast, teaspoon of salt. I'll just whiz those together. Tablespoon of oil, olive oil, or I'm using rapeseed oil, which is canola oil in some countries, and 150 ml of warm water. So you could knead that by hand for about 10 minutes or use the machine. And we just kind of whiz this on medium speed for a few minutes. And eventually it'll come together in a ball. I'll just grab a bowl and pop some oil in it, and then put the dough in. Just roll it around in the oil too, you know, so we don't get a crust forming on the dough. And cover that in plastic film. My dad always used to say film, he couldn't say film. So it pleases me to carry on the tradition. And leave that in a warm place for an hour or two until it's doubled in volume. So it's not the time, it's, you know, it's the actual increase in size that we're looking for. Come on, grow. So the dough has risen nicely. I'm just going to prepare a sheet of greaseproof paper to bake my pizza on. So I'll be using that pizza tray, which is that size. I'll just cut out my circle. Here's my dough, doubled in size, more or less. So I just need half of that for this one. I'll wrap that up and maybe freeze it, or maybe make another pizza, don't know. Sticky greaseproof paper, wonderful stuff, so I'm just going to oil that. And just set that aside. I want some flour on the worktop and on my rolling pin, and just roll this out flat and slide it onto the paper. I like thin and crispy pizzas, but if you want your dough thicker, obviously, use a bit more dough. And then I'll just pop it onto this baking sheet and cover it with a clean tea towel. I'll leave it alone for about half an hour. It'll rise a little bit, but not a huge amount. The reason I'm not putting it back in the pizza tray is because I want to preheat that before putting the pizza on it. Right, our toppings for my pizza. I'm going to have shreds of turkey in a creamy turkey gravy kind of sauce, and dotted around that will be some slices of sausage meat stuffing, and we'll have a few token sautéed Brussels sprout leaves around the place, and some discs of brie with sage leaves stuck in them, and then a sprinkling of cranberries that have been macerated in port. So it should be an interesting and lovely thing. So one of the things you need on a pizza is some kind of sauce, and usually it's a tomato-based one, but that's really not right for a turkey pizza, is it? No. So my creamy gravy will be my kind of glue to hold all the bits on. So I've got some leftover gravy, and I've reduced that and made it quite thick. And I've got about 100 ml of double cream, heavy cream, and about 200 grams of leftover turkey meat. This happens to be breast meat, it doesn't really matter. So I'm just mixing the cream with the gravy. This is all sort of room temperature, by the way. You don't want anything hot to go on your pizza, but you don't want it freezing cold straight out the fridge either. So I mix the gravy and the cream and throw in some shreds of turkey. Just stir those in, get them all covered in the goo. Set that aside while I do the next thing. So I've just got 4 bits of stuffing, and I'm squashing them into a thin disc. Well, as thin as I can manage, which isn't massively thin. There's ready pink bits in this because the stuffing had a few cranberries in it. Actually, I don't know why I got this out, because I don't need to cook anything on it. So I think what I'll do is put it away. So there's my sprout leaves. Now I want to cut some discs of cheese, and I haven't got a cutter the right size, so I'm using this mysterious unidentified polypropylene food safe piece of tubing to cut them out, and then a smaller size to push them through. Choice of cheese up to you, but I think this will be a bit splendid. Okay, just about ready to put it all together, so I'm going to put my pizza tray in the oven and set it for 210 degrees Celsius for a fan oven. That's 230 for a conventional one, or gas mark 8. Now I need to brush these things with oil. Right, there's my pizza base. Not risen at all, actually. That's interesting. Hold on. So I'll just brush the edges of this with oil, and then spread the creamy turkey filling in a thin, even layer. Oh, how did King Wenceslas like his pizza? Deep pan, crisp and even. Then we'll just pop the other elements on there. So this is my stuffing and my bits of cheese. No, actually, we'll have a centrepiece of sprout leaves. That'll be pretty, won't it? And a sage leaf and a macerated cranberry. Oh, the cranberries, by the way, I boiled them in a bit of port with some sugar for about a minute till they popped, and then just leave them for a few hours to soak up that flavour. Nom nom. Right, the oven's up to temperature and pizza is all artistically arranged and beautiful. So we'll slide it onto the preheated upside down pizza pan. Yeah, and slam it in. And that goes in for 15 minutes. Okay. Well, wow, that looks like a mountain of food. I can't wait to try it. It's taste test time with Mrs. KeefCooks.
That would be me. Hello, darling.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza.
Pizza. So this is the Christmas pizza, is it?
Yeah.
So what's that? Sausage meat?
Yeah.
All right. I like your sausage meat. It's wonderful. Ooh, oh, I can see Brussels sprout leaf. So is there any turkey on it?
Yeah, it's all over the base.
Oh.
And the bottom.
Mmm. I like sausage meat on this. Mm-hmm.
Tastes like Christmas dinner.
No, it doesn't. It tastes nice, but it doesn't taste like Christmas dinner.
Anyway, it's a thing to do with Christmas leftovers, and it's not
turkey.
curry.
My goodness. Yeah. No, this is nice.
Right. Okay then. Yeah. Merry Christmas!
Yeah.
And God, there's a thing in this bobble.
It's your rattle, isn't it,
It's
darling?
rattling in my ear. Anyway, yeah, Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.
Yeah. Bye.